Hi everyone, how's it going? Andy here, also known as that one dude, and welcome to my very first Sparking Zero video. Now, we've got a lot of news today that came out. Well, we got a lot of stuff that came out today, better said. We got all the renders for the characters today, so I was very excited to see that. Let's start off with, of course, Goku, Z Early. See his renders right there. Looks amazing, looks awesome. So all characters have a render. Um, they released that, which is very cool. Let's check out God Goku, of course, my favorite form. Oh man, he looks very good in game. I cannot wait to play as God Goku. Honestly, let's check out Vegeta. We have God Vegeta right there. Man, these renders look amazing. They look awesome. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Let's look at that. Ooh, man, Super Saiyan 4, that form. It's between God or Super Saiyan 4. Those one of those two. I mean, I think God form still takes it, but Super Saiyan 4 is a very close second. Let's take a look at Ultimate Gohan as well. My boy Gohan looking great. Of course, Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. That right there is awesome. Cannot wait to be using him as well. Blue Vegito right there. Then we have Super Saiyan Super Vegito, sorry. Super Saiyan Gogeta, Super Gogeta, and of course my favorite character, Blue Gogeta. Gogeta's been my honestly, Gogeta's my favorite character. And seeing Blue Gogeta, oh my god, he looks amazing. He does. Oh my god, I love Blue Gogeta. He's definitely somebody I'll be using a lot. My boy Future Gohan, man, Future Gohan, amazing, amazing. We got my boy Trunks right there, great, awesome. Yamcha, right there, looking good, looking good. Then we have, let's look at Blue Vegeta. Man, these renders, I gotta say, they look amazing. My girl Videl right there, looking good. My girl Videl, she's looking great. We got Frieza, fourth form. Well, most of we recognize him as final form Frieza. Oh, Mecha Frieza's there also. Almost glanced over him. Very good. We got all the Ginyu squad right there. Ginyu squad. We have King Cold right there. Android 16. We have Boo Tanks, Super Boo, Buhan, Kid Boo right there. Man, you can see we have a lot. But Metal Cooler right there looking good. We have Kabe, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, Full Power Jiren. We also have Bergamo. You can see Kakunza right there looking good, man. Super Saiyan Rose. Man, seeing these renders just makes me want to play this game even more. So, Super Baby 2. Got Baby. GT representing right there. Awesome. Fusion Zamasu. Man, as you can see, there's Turles also right there. Dr. Willow. I was actually pretty happy for Dr. Willow. He needs more representation, honestly. Garlic Jr. as well, the same thing. My boy Broly, Z Broly, then Super Broly right there, full power. So yeah, Pan. Oh, Pan, as you can see, Pan. But yeah, guys, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Can't forget about him. I am super excited, honestly, to be seeing this. And of course, UI Goku. Honestly, UI Goku, ooh, my god, I cannot wait to use him, honestly. So I'm super happy about that. The renders look amazing. You guys check it out. Of course, it's on Bandai's official website. Definitely check it out. And you'll definitely see all the characters there and see how they're gonna look. Bojack there one more time. So yeah, we have regular base Kefla there. So just really amazing renders that they've done. It's just amazing, honestly. Very good job. This makes me even more excited for Sparking Zero, honestly. So the renders released. Definitely give it a check out. Check it out for yourself. It looks amazing. Now let's go to the next part here. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Know your fighters. Of course, as you can see, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Know your fighters. Starting roster is a whopping 181 playable characters. Of course, it's 182 if you pre-order because you'll get Dragon Ball Daima Goku. Definitely pre-order so you don't miss out on that. So they're basically going over here. There's a summary to type of characters, unique look, and maneuvers in this part. So they also go over quick time event sequences, switches, transformations, and fusions. So type of characters. You can enjoy different playstyles in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero depending on the strength and fighting habits of the characters in the original series. The style is affected by statistics, size, and characters' forms. Let's have a look at the different categories of characters you can play in the game. See Vegeta right there? Bam! Looks great. So strength. The characters base most of their gameplay around their heavy strikes and powerful blasts. Although they may be slower, their raw power will compensate as they will deal high damage to their opponents. Some of these characters are also strength oriented, that some may not even stagger from ki blasts and smash attacks. Now, I know Jiren, I think, is the most powerful character in the game as far as strength, so it's going to be interesting to see, I think it's just base form Jiren that's the strongest form in the game. Full power is like I mean, it'll be interesting to see how you're gonna fight those type of characters, especially if you're facing Jiren online. It'll be interesting to see how that does. So as we can see at the bottom, the first one will enhance the damage dealt with rush combos and close combat, while the second implies that the character can rely on blast attack and ki blast to inflict damage. So they basically specialize in melee and blast. Now, the other character is speed, of course, on the opposite end. Some characters base their attack strategies on their swiftness, which they use for long lasting assaults, which are hard to interrupt. So you can see Cocoon's right there. I guess she's going to be a speed character. Well, she is going to be a speed character, basically. They'll definitely be trouble, like they say, they're catching you because they're going to be moving quickly all over the map. They'll be able to escape from rush combos of characters that rely on speed will be tough. Well, sorry about that. Escaping from rush combos of characters that rely on speed will be tougher for the opponent compared to characters not fitting in this category. So it's their agility is what's really going to help you in those fights. I would imagine once you face a stronger opponent, if you're gonna have to rely on your swiftness because if you get caught by them, it's probably game over at that point. So, ki blast, Vegeta right there with the ki blast. There are some characters who are masters of ki blast, excelling in a fighting style that can maintain control while keeping the opponent at a distance. They have the ability to fire multiple consecutive energy blasts while consuming the minimal energy. Vegeta is a good example who is known for his powerful and rapid ki blast attacks. Other characters include Goku, who can unleash the iconic Kamehameha, and Frieza, who possesses the precise death beam. So it seems like if one of those the characters you're using lands in this category, you're gonna have to rely a lot on ki blast. We have seen on the trailers where Vegeta just spams ki blast. So it seems like if you want to win in these fights, you got to rely on that. You got to make that the center of your strategy is their ki blast, and it's keeping your opponent at a distance, dealing damage when you can here and there, being quick about it, and then if you need to get close combat, fight them and then run away or step back, throw more ki blasts at them. So it'll be very very interesting here. Giants. Given their impressive size, these characters are much slower than others, but they strike more powerful blows that will stagger and send your opponents flying away. On top of that, they are known to throw in some blast attacks. You can take advantage of their overwhelming presence on the map to hit your opponent with a wider hit range. Their impressive size and power come at the expense of sometimes having trouble hitting smaller opponents, which may evade their assault more easily. So being a giant seems like you're gonna have like immense raw power, where you're just gonna have very very powerful attacks, very powerful blows. You won't be moved very easily. You have a smaller opponent hitting you, you're more likely. Okay, excuse me on that. That did not mean to pop up there. So yeah, so you can attack. You can take advantage of their own presence. So basically, it's like you're a giant. You can do a lot of things here. You can basically come in and stand there, hold your ground, and just land a punch on your opponent. Of course, it'll be harder to hit them because you're going to be a lot more slower than them. But it is beneficial in that way that you're going to be hitting like a freight train, basically. Moving on to androids now. Androids are artificial humans that do not necessarily possess ki. In fact, they cannot charge their ki bar unless their energy reaches the maximum level. Their ki gauge will charge automatically over time or through melee attacks, and it will stop charging once it reaches its maximum. To incorporate this into your strategy, continuously strike with rush combos, giving your opponent no chance to charge his ki. Some androids even have the ability to absorb ki blasts and certain blast attacks during super perception, which will charge their gauge much faster. Excuse me. So of course, we've seen Android 19 and 20, Dr. Gero absorb ki blast. So I imagine that's going to play a major role there. So basically, they're going to any ki blast characters are going to probably be at a disadvantage with them because they're going to basically absorb most of the ki blasts you throw at them, and it'll help them instead. So it seems like it's so far it's very balanced. It just depends on who you're gonna go for, and you just have to have the right teams. Of course, we know it's 5v5. You can have 5v5, so it'll be interesting how you build the teams. Maybe you can have one of each, or you just have multiple of certain characters, like multiple ki blast characters, or multiple giants, or multiple speed characters. So it's interesting. You can definitely play how you want. So it'll be very cool. It'll be interesting to see how all these type of characters are going to work and just the different type of teams you can make. So that'll be great. So moving on to unique look here. Try the characters with unique look and distinctions in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. The game faithfully reproduces some features of the series, whether it's accessories, ability, or cosmetics that may or not affect the character's gameplay. So, of course, swords, Trunks, Ultimate Gohan did use it at one point for a little bit. But let's read it. Swords. You can enjoy multiple ways and fighting styles in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. As a sword fighting is one of them, iconic swordsmen from the series will use their swords in a lot of combos, rush, and blast to faithfully recreate their famous moves. There are also characters who use a sword to launch energy blasts that pierce through guards with a smash energy blast. So as you can see, Trunks, I'm pretty sure there'll be an outfit for Gohan that you can use, the outfit where he was training with the Kais. You'll probably have that outfit where you can use a blade with him as well. But of course, I can't wait to try Trunks to see how the sword's going to be incorporated into the game. Very interested in that. Super Aura. Some characters, such as strongest forms in Dragon Ball Super in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, have their aura being always on. Their power is overflowing, which results in stunning visual expressions of their ki. That's going to look amazing in game, by the way. Cannot wait to see how the aura looks like. See, Blue Goku will probably have it. Blue Vegeta will have it. God Goku, God Vegeta. I would imagine they would have their auras always on. Ultra Instinct would also, of course, have it on. I can probably see Ultimate Gohan probably having his aura on as well. So basically, top tier characters will always have their aura on, and that's how you'll be able to tell right away when it's like you're fighting a top tier character. You're gonna tell right away because once you see their aura is always on. Jiren, of course, you'll probably see that as well, always on. So very cool. Scouters. This scouter is an iconic item from the Dragon Ball series. In the game, you can select characters mostly from the Frieza Force and equip the scouter as an accessory, which will grant a boost of search radius when equipped depending on the quality of the scouter equipped. Interesting. So it seems it depends on the quality of the scouter. It will actually, honestly, depend on how you fight. It seems like as long as you have a very good scouter, it'll definitely play a role in your fights. Or from reading it, search radius. So it seems like you'll be able to track your opponents depending on the quality of scouters. So it seems like there'll be different type of scouters. So that's actually pretty cool. So if you go into a fight, not sure if you'll be able to do that online, but it seems like if you have a very good scouter, you can definitely keep track of your opponents in case they run away. They try to hide behind a mountain or try to sneak up on you. So you'll always have eyes on the opponent. So that's actually very, very cool. With this precious accessory, the players will be able to avoid losing track of their opponent for too long. Note that damage taken during the battle could result in the destruction of the scouter. Okay, that's actually very, very good. When the scouter is destroyed, it becomes difficult to locate the opponent if they are lost from sight. Huh. So I would imagine once you lose it, you basically don't have the ability to track them. It does sound like as if you lose it, you'll probably be at a detriment. But I think what'll just probably end up happening is, hey, my scouter got destroyed. Okay, I'm like my opponent, and we won't be able to. I won't be able to follow him wherever he's at. So that's very, very cool. Nice touch there. Very nice touch. See Bardock with the scouter. Cool. Ground characters. Like in the Dragon Ball series, some characters cannot fly. Once they jump, they will slowly fall back to the ground as they cannot remain in the air for a long time. Compared to flying characters, they can't compare it to flying characters. On the other hand, they are the only ones that are able to run on the ground, so take advantage of their skill and try to get the fight to take place on the ground. Very cool, very cool, nice touch. It seems, of course, you can jump. We've seen these before in the Dragon Ball series where they jump, and if it's a non-flyable character, they'll float for a little bit, then they'll gradually fall down. So it seems like they're going to take the same approach. So it seems like if you're a ground character, you're going to definitely want to take the fight to the ground, and not you try to avoid fighting in the air. If you're a ground character, it might be a little bit difficult, but it is definitely an interesting way to play. Definitely would be unique seeing that fighting in the ground. So that'd be awesome. Have Master Roshi versus Yamcha. So that's very, very cool. So it'll be interesting to see that. Now we're going to part 3, special maneuvers. In Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, you can perform special maneuvers that do not fall under the combo category or the blast attack category. These gameplay features are numerous and range from transformation to QTE sequences. Let's have a look at them and how they bring spotlight on characters during the fight. So as you can see, it gives you the combinations there for transformations for characters. So you have Goten there, so you can transform into Super Saiyan Goten. Very cool, very awesome. Seems you have that back there. You can even fuse. So they'll go over that right now, as you can see at the bottom there. So yeah, it gives you the buttons there for your transformation, square X or triangle Y or XA or OB, of course, depending on controller you're using. So fusions can only be used when two characters who can fuse are in your team. Fuse into the character shown on the fusion panel by pressing up and L1, R1 in parentheses to switch the transformation panel to the fusion panel. Then select, of course, the buttons corresponding to your transformation, square triangle X or X, Y, A, or OB. So once fused, both characters will disappear from your team member screen and be replaced by a single fused character. No, they cannot go back to normal. Interesting. So it seems like once you're there, once you fuse, that's it. So you basically lose a character, but it's replaced by a stronger character. Very, very interesting. So something to take into account also if you're doing a 5v5. Definitely take into account, hey, if I fuse, I go down to 4. Your opponent will have 5, you'll have 4, but you'll have a very strong character when you fuse. Of course, when you switch, you have the option right there. Then choose a character. The switch is possible once the change icon is lined. Press left to display the switch panel. Then choose your character you want to switch with. Of course, the corresponding button to your controller. The mechanic can lead to other gameplay features such as chase change in team battles. Switch while attacking to let you switch. Then characters continue the assault. Use tactics to smoothly switch out to members while keeping up with your attacks. Very cool. Sparking mode. Sparking mode. Let's see. To enter sparking mode, you must charge your key gauge to its maximum, and even further, you will need to spend one skill count to reach sparking mode. Sparking mode not only enhances your abilities, but also offer a variety of other benefits, such as allowing you to shoot key blasts without consuming key. Use moves such as Violent Rush. While in the sparking mode, you can perform continuous rush attacks until your gauge runs out, resulting in an uninterrupted barrage of melee attacks. Very cool. So that seems basically once you're in sparking mode, that's when you just have to go ham and half and just go after your opponent and just do them as much damage as you can. So that is very, very cool. Can't wait to try that out. Emotes is we'll actually see that more into detail in a bit. So that's very cool. Quick time event. So once certain moves are performed at the same time by both players, the dynamic quick time event sequence will start, in which the winner can take advantage in battle by dealing additional damage and sending your opponent away. Very awesome. Very cool. Speed, no, of course, right there. Speed impact. Speed impact sees the two fighters clash and trade a series of blows. Perform a speed impact by clashing with your opponent using a dragon dash. R2 RT plus XA, depending, of course, on the PlayStation R2 plus X, Xbox RT plus A. So it's divided into two parts. First, during the strike attack, both strikes must match their inputs with what is being shown on the screen. Once the winner of that single attack is decided, the action proceeds to rapid strikes. So the second phase is during rapid strikes, the final damage is decided by the number of inputs performed by each player. Once the rapid strike stage ends, the winner of the single strike will send the loser flying. The winner of the single strike will send the loser flying, concluding the encounter. Jeez, I messed up there terribly. So as you can see right there, this is how rapid strike looks, and then bam, Gohan won that one. Very cool. Power impact. Power impact happens once two characters perform a throw. R1 plus square in PlayStation, RB plus X in Xbox at the same time. The impact action is centered around comparing strength by holding corresponding buttons. During the clash, a gauge will be displayed. You must adjust your inputs in order to not exceed the needle. The winner is determined by whose gauge is closest to the needle where the power impact ends. Okay, very cool. So as you can see there, so it depends on where you land it determines whether you win the clash or not. So this is actually very familiar. If anybody's played Dragon Ball Legends, you can see that whenever you get into a clash, there's a bar where you have to stop as close as you can to the end, and whoever lands at the closest to the end wins, and then you get the upper advantage at that point. Okay, you have Crash Impact. Crash Impact is when both characters use a step. X for PlayStation, A for Xbox at the same time. Once Crash Impact begins, the two sides will be randomly assigned the roles of attacker and defender. The inputs shown for the attacker and the defender are different, so the players must follow directions on screen. If the attacker wins the exchange, the defender will take damage. If the defender wins, they will protect themselves. A maximum of 3 exchanges will take place. The first player to win 2 exchanges will knock back the other player. Oh, interesting. So cool. Awesome. Fourth one, of course, is Blast Attack. Blast is an important action that occurs upon the collision of 2 ranged blast attacks. When a blast impact begins, a meter will be displayed on screen, and a gauge on the right side will begin increasing. Pressing will convert the gauge into energy for your blast, affecting whose blasts come out on top. In addition to single button pressing, you can increase your power through rapidly tapping the button as well. The winner will deal tremendous damage to your opponent. Okay, as you can see, Gohan throwing a Kamehameha blast at Piccolo. So that is very, very interesting. Okay, he throws a light grenade. There's a fight right there. So whoever wins the battle, basically, yeah, basically does the most damage. That does a lot of damage. Wow. So if you get into a blast impact, you have to win because I think if you lose, you're basically in a major disadvantage at that point with your character. Now, I cannot wait to try that. That looks so awesome. That breaking of dimensions when I saw that in Dragon Ball Super Broly, oh my god, amazing! So I cannot wait to see that. That'll be great. So as you can see, we'll launch on October 11th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and X, and PC. Pre-orders of Digital and Ultimate Edition come with an early access. Will start on October 8th at 12 midnight Central Eastern Time. Pre-orders of the game will also, don't quote me on the Central Eastern Time. I'm probably making that up, but hopefully I'm right. Pre-orders of the game will also receive a new playable character, Goku Mini, from the upcoming Dragon Ball Daima anime. So for sure, get your pre-orders in. You definitely want to get that Goku Mini from Dragon Ball Daima. That'll give you 182 characters. Definitely get that. So that pretty much rounds up this article that dropped today. So very, very interesting. Definitely give it a check out at the Bandai Namco website. Check out Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Go to Know Your Fighters, and you can view it for yourself. Now, I do want to check out some other news that dropped today. Shout out to DBS Sparking News for the content. Definitely check them out. Definitely give them a follow. It does drop a lot of amazing Sparking Zero news. So, as you can see, we have this that dropped today, Universe 7's Trump card. When you think of Dragon Ball, you probably think of playing the game with Son Goku. Sparking Zero, you can create a situation where you can fight on the enemy's Jiren side. Hope you'll experience how Jiren will resist the power of Son Goku and his friends who never give up until the very end. Use Jiren's overwhelming power to fend off Frieza, Son Goku, and Android 17 within the time limit. So these are the what if scenarios where it seems as if you'll be able to play as Jiren, and in this scenario, it seems like you'll probably win with Jiren. So it'll give you that what if scenario. What if Universe 11 did end up winning the Tournament of Power? Very awesome to check that out. Next one is Broly versus Mr. Satan. Really? Mr. Satan? A dream battle between Broly and Mr. Satan. Can Mr. Satan win without fixing this match? It's up to you. Oh man. Mr. Satan and Broly. I think the only thing that can beat that is Broly versus Farmer with a shotgun. Honestly, that might be the only other match that would be better than this. No, but in all seriousness, it's definitely awesome to check out these what if scenarios. I'm thinking it is the what if scenarios, but it's gonna be very, very cool. Seeing that it's like Mr. Satan versus full power super yeah. It'll be Mr. Satan versus Broly Super Saiyan full power. Yeah, that's gonna end really well for Mr. Satan. No, it's not. It's gonna be terrible for you. Next scenario, I want chocolate. I want chocolate. Arkin's favorite characters have come to challenge him to a fight. We've gathered our favorite characters and created a mission. Various food related lines will appear along the way, so be sure to give it a try. So it seems like it's not actually the what if scenario. It seems like you can actually create your own scenarios. We'll find out once the game drops, but it seems like it's scenarios you can create, which will actually be awesome. It's unlimited potential that you have if that's the case. Unlimited potential, and you can do whatever you want, honestly. You can make up a bunch of scenarios, so it's gonna be awesome. It's either what ifs or you'll create your own scenarios, which is yeah, the, the the things for you to create are limitless at this point. You have limitless ways to go about it. It's a bunch of scenarios. I cannot wait for this mode. Either it's create your own mode or what ifs. I honestly cannot wait. The very last one. This is the one I'm very, very excited about, honestly. Son Goku and Bardock. A dream battle between father and son. Son Goku and Bardock. Though they don't know each other, I thought it would be fun to see a battle between these two who sense something in each other. I've included some funny little jokes and lines that the two of them might say during the battle. So I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts after playing the game. I am definitely would want to check this out. I am definitely intrigued and excited about this. This is something that I've wanted to see for a long, long time, honestly. I know Legends dropped the, Goku and Bardock unit, so that was amazing. It's, it's something that I think a lot of people have thought, what if Goku met his father Bardock? So it's very interesting to see that in Sparking Zero, we will be able to experience that. So that is very awesome. Now, as you can see, this is what I was talking about. the emote for Goku. We'll have emotes in Sparking Zero. That's awesome. He looks very, very good, as you can see. Awesome. Can't wait to see that. Again, shout out to DBS Sparking News. Definitely give him a follow. See, dropping amazing news as always, as you can see. This is the look at the Steelbook and Sparking Zero related Fusion World cards. Right there, the Steelbook looks great. Pins, the cards on there, the box. Seems like that's a frame. It's like a picture in there, I think. So, as you can see, Denkeki Hobby Web. I probably butchered that, so excuse me for that. So, as you can see, that's right there. And then, of course, DBS Sparking News again, coming in clutch. Marty Japan, as you can see there. This is the figure for the collector's edition, the one that was worth 300. So from afar, you can see it looks a little bit weird, but as we get further along, you see Goku's face, and that's a big yikes. That's oh man, I saw that and I was like, huh? I as you can see, shout out to Dodo Doya there. It looks like a still from a Robot Chicken episode. That's exactly what I thought when I saw this first. I mean, Broly looks good. He does. I'll admit that he does look pretty good. As we can go back there from afar, he looks pretty good. But what I mean, Goku, like they. It reminds me of the Godfather. They massacred my boy. It's not. Oh no. Oh no. That's. I mean, I don't know what happened there. So yeah, I mean, if I mean, I'd be upset if I paid $300. Honestly, I mean, it looks great, but what can you do? It is what it is. It's interesting to see. So I'm looking at this. It's like, very very interesting ads from Twitter, from X. Sorry. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all the news that came out today. Of course, via Marty Japan. Shout out to Marty Japan as well. So very, very excited for Sparking Zero. As you can see, I am very, very excited for that. So I cannot wait to give. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be grinding all day. Once it drops, I mean, if it drops 9 p.m. my time, I'll be on it Monday night. I got the Ultimate Edition pre-ordered, ready to go. Cannot wait for it to come. I cannot wait. Honestly, I'm super excited. Definitely, give DBS Sparking News a follow. Definitely check out the Bandai Namco website for yourself. See what's up, check it out, and hopefully everything works out. Hopefully everything is just amazing. Honestly, I just cannot wait. So that'll wrap up this video. And again, thank you so much for checking out my first video. Leave a like, subscribe. Feedback is always appreciated. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and take care. Peace, guys.